Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Video Truder, welcome back to Stellaris. Oh, it's so good to be back, I flipping love Stellaris. But, when I say we're back, we might not necessarily be back for long. This could be a short series, a very short series indeed. Welcome to the Impossible Run. Because you see, ever since we did that live stream for, what was it? Was it Distant Stars? I think it was Distant Stars. I've been thinking about this idea a lot, and I've been thinking specifically about Stellaris' sliders a lot, because Stellaris has my favourite sliders in any game ever for making a game basically so difficult that it's, well, I won't say unwinnable, but very, very damn close to unwinnable. And I kind of love that, but there's more to it than that too. So, abso-flipping-lutely, we'll be filling up a massive galaxy with as many empires as will fit in it, and we're making every single other empire in the galaxy have an advanced start. So they start with, yeah, a little empire already set up, together with, I think it's about double the population I'll have, and pops are really important for powering everything, so that is a massive head start for them. And on top of that, we'll be on Grand Admiral difficulty, which basically means, in short, that every other empire in the galaxy is going to be able to produce everything twice as fast as me. Any job that they've got any pop doing will be producing twice as much as my pops would be doing on the same job. So, yeah, basically everyone can just outproduce me by 100%. And on top of that, the random space spawn aliens floating about, they'll be a lot tougher too. And we're going to turn scaling difficulty off, where otherwise those benefits would slowly come in over the course of the game. No, the AI is going to get 100% of that benefit right from the moment the game kicks off, which is marvellous. And empire placement's going to be random, and advanced neighbours are going to be on, so I might start literally right next door to a massive, well-developed swarm of killbots. That is entirely feasible. Yes, and just for fun down the bottom here, of course, guaranteed habitable world has been off. We're going to have every planet be 100% random, so no guarantees I'll find any even remotely appropriate settlement opportunities close by to me. So that's all fine. That's me going to be absolutely stomped into the dirt. But that's not the real joy of these sliders. The real joy is these two up here, the mid-game start year and the end-game start year. Because a Stellaris game is designed to have a certain flow to it. You've got a bit of time to get set up at the beginning of the game, then some mid-game stuff starts kicking off, and then once that's been taken care of, there's another quiet period to get yourself set up, then the end-game stuff will start coming in. However, we can also adjust the start dates for both of those. So, mid-game stuff can kick off from 25 years after the game begins, which is not very much time in Stellaris at all, and endgame stuff 50 years after. Now that doesn't actually mean that on the year 2225 a mid-game crisis will kick off. All it means is, from those dates, the game will start rolling dice in the background to check whether or not it starts in any given year. So this is not just a hyper-accelerated universe, it's also a universe that is going to be truly chaotic and random. So an endgame crisis could show up first, and then a war in heaven kicks off after that point. So this is going to be a chaotic, terrifying, totally random universe in which absolutely anything can happen. And the big question is, ladies and gentlemen, how long can I flipping survive in it? Because I'm not even thinking about winning, alright? If I live long enough to be killed by the endgame crisis, honestly, I'm considering that a win. And speaking of that endgame crisis, yeah, that's going to be 5 times stronger than it normally should be. So that's going to be, fun, if that rolls up. 5 fallen empires, 3 marauder empires, everything else pretty much set how it should be, because it's not really more or less difficult if you actually adjust, say, tech and tradition costs. So those are going to stay basically as they should be, everything else pretty much on the neutral setting. So, yeah, this is going to be fun, shall we say, but luckily, I've got a plan. So naturally, of course, as is traditional in my Stellaris playthroughs, all my old friends are allowed to actually show up. So, somewhere out there, the Pax Romana, the Tenants of Tabby, the Almet Syndicate, and the Infinite Pond will be floating around, which is absolutely marvellous. And just to make sure there's at least one terrifying kill swarm of death bots somewhere in the galaxy, I've also created the Zero Index here. So, they're guaranteed to be showing up, just to make sure there's at least one set of killbots floating around, because I have previously had galaxies where there are no determined exterminators or devouring swarms at all. So I just want to guarantee there's at least one out there, just to make things even flipping nastier for me. But of course, as we're basically just going to be trying to survive for as long as we can, in perhaps the most cowardly, terrified playthrough we've ever done, who could we turn to other than our old friends from that livestream where I actually originally came up with this idea? Welcome back to the Snivlets. Oh, you've got to love them, don't you, the Snivlets of Snorf. They're absolutely adorable and kind of horrifying, and also they're dressed in rags, which feels somehow appropriate, given, yeah, everyone in the galaxy is going to be significantly more advanced than them. So, my plan is they're going to be playing as a Megacorp. Now, I feel like that's definitely the right move here, because Megacorps are relatively good at playing tall, and in a galaxy where everyone's going to be able to out-expand me, and in a galaxy where I simply cannot guarantee that I can take territory through warfare, yeah, having the option to play tall and make plenty of money in a relatively small empire, probably a good idea. So I think a Megacorp is definitely the right way to go. And trade is also a very good way of making a big pile of money without actually needing that big an empire to make it. So as a result of that, we're going all in on the trade. So that means fanatical Xenophile, which is also going to be very useful for trying to stop other people from hating us and attacking us, because the AI have also got their aggressiveness set to high, so they'll attack at the slightest provocation. Fanatical Xenophile might slow them down a bit, might mean we can actually make some friends. But just in case we do need to go to war, just to give me a bit of an edge, yeah, we're just going to be slightly militarist as well, because ship fire rate, very, very useful indeed. And claim influence cost being down is also useful too. Over here on civics, free trades, of course, double down once again on that trade value. And branch office value too, very, very useful indeed, because, yeah, that's a nice thing about Megacorps. They don't necessarily need to be capturing territory to expand. They can expand into nearby friendly empires and potentially make a lot of money doing so. And I did learn while I was playing as the Almertas, yeah, criminal heritage is kind of garbage because it's too easy to just kick them off your world. So this time, we're not going to be going for criminal heritage. We're going to be, you know, just setting up franchises on other planets with the permission of the owners. So we just need to stay friendly with a bunch of people so we can just stay on their worlds, and that's all absolutely a-okay. And civic number 2, trading post, because yeah, +4 to starbase capacity is effectively just a big increase to the amount of fleet I can produce, because every starbase is worth a big old pile of fleet capacity. So yeah, that is most definitely worth having. Very, very useful indeed. Now, that's not to say that naval contractors isn't extremely bloody tempting, but I'm pretty sure there's a text somewhere in the tech tree that lets me actually take a 3rd civic, so when that does show up, yeah, we will be taking naval contractors. Nothing too surprising in traits either. Deviant I consider basically a free trait point because, yeah, governing ethics attraction -15%. Honestly, that barely even matters, but it buys you an extra trait point. Now, repugnant. This is one that I thought would actually be a good pick for a Megacorp, and somehow appropriate for the Snivlets in their horrible, horrible ranks as well. Because, yeah, it means you get amenities from jobs down by 20%. But generally, Megacorps are swimming in amenities because you've got so many of those basic office jobs. So I don't consider that a problem whatsoever. Other than that, we're focusing very much on trade through thrifty, so another 25% of trade value right there. And on top of that, yeah, very much focusing on science, because everyone else in the galaxy, all their scientists produce twice as much science as me, so I need to keep up tech-wise. That's going to be difficult to do, though potentially a relatively small empire being very compact will work in my favour there. But yeah, both intelligent and natural engineers will hopefully let me keep up at least a little bit. Okay, here we go. We've got ourselves, ooh, a lovely trinary star system right here. So, Snorf itself bathes in the really rather harsh light of a Class B star over here. Marvellous. Now, so we've got ourselves, okay, a much more traditional sun-like star over here. Class K, apparently, and then we've got ourselves, ooh. Okay, at least we're not orbiting that, because, right, that's apparently a Class T brown dwarf, and yeah, it's not looking much like a star, to be honest. It is looking much more like, you know, just a slightly glowy gas giant, so that's nice. Unlikely to support life, apparently. Yes, indeed. Molten and barren. Not much going on over there. Right. I feel like maybe, once we get our technology up a little bit, we might want to move Snorf from, like, over here to, like, say, over here. We'll just, like, get this out the way, and then maybe, like, I don't know, just move into its former orbit. I wish there was tech to do that, by the way. That'd be brilliant if, like, you know, when you actually get high enough up in tech, you can simply move your planet from one star to another. First, just within the same system, if you've got a binary or a trinary, and then ultimately, like, along a hyperlane to another system. That'd be amazing. Right, Paradox, make that happen. Right, also important, where are we in the world right now? Okay, pretty much bang in the middle. We're not too close to the edge of the galaxy. We're not too close to the center either. Bit closer to the center than the edge. So, yeah. We could have things happening in any direction. We don't really have, like, you know, a nice safe zone that's probably ours around, like, the edge of the galaxy. So, right. We need to start exploring, like, right the flip now. So, I'd say the best thing we can do is, yeah, just get another science ship out as soon as flipping possible. Just get that into production. Meanwhile... Right, what's the priority for science ship number 1? Because we need to basically explore as fast as possible. Because there are 30 AI empires out there, and 3 marauders, and 5 fallen empires, all of which are advanced stars. So they're going to be able to start expanding and spreading their borders very, very fast. Not faster than me, though. Weirdly, though they actually get double in everything, they don't get double in influence, because influence isn't produced by people doing jobs. So they do get influence at the same rate as me. So they can't out-expand me on those grounds, though they might be able to out-expand me because they've got more alloys than me. That's certainly possible. Oh, and we do actually have an archaeologist as our first spawned-in scientist. That's nice. Right, let's just have him go down in this direction. Because, yeah, looks like we've got ourselves one potential choke point right over here. That's probably not a choke point because these two systems might well link up. We just can't see it yet. So, yeah, okay, hang on. We can see... We can see a fair way away. Okay, we know that's a dead end. So, we've got these 3 systems locked down. No one's going to be grabbing them off us. So, we don't have to worry about that. It's mainly this direction down over here. And then, yeah, a little bit up to the northeast. So, right. Science vessel. Come over here. Start surveying, please. Let's figure out what's good around here. We do actually have a surprisingly large amount of science floating around too. Construction ship, remind me, what's the cost for... Yeah, Research Station 100. Get that in production, please. So, plus 3 physics immediately. That's not nothing. We're only making 18 right now. That's a significant jump. And speaking of which, science. So, okay, we don't need capacity overload or the energy grid just yet, and we're not really looking at fighting just yet. So, yeah, quantum theory. Let's just get my physics off researchers up 20%. That's never a bad one to take straight away. We don't need more food yet, so same business over in society. And over in engineering, do we need more armor or more hull points? Probably not. No, in fact, actually, as we've not built anything yet, standardized Corvette patterns right now so we can start producing them cheaper and faster. That's not bad. Let's get that done. So, yeah, by the way, the game's going to take just a moment to actually get caught up here. So, yeah, I imagine these are going to update at the end of the next month or something, because generally your planet needs to update after the first few days. Oh, yeah, just look at that. 51 trade value already. High stability, fanatical xenophile, free traders, pop jobs, flipping. Love it. Absolutely love it. And we also need to save up for, yeah, 180 for a corporate culture site. Let's get the Unity in as soon as possible so we can actually start getting some traditions down. And it's a big moment for our first science ship here. Oh, I love the science ship style, by the way. This is the, yeah, this is the humanoid style of ships, by the way. I do like them. And you finished your construction queue. That's lovely. In we go. Okay, we've not been immediately attacked. Oh, this looks promising. This looks promising right here. Big old pile of asteroids normally means plenty of minerals, and that's not bad at the beginning of the game. Good, good, good. Right, so, science ship number 2. We're going to be needing a new scientist for you lot. That's going to cost me, yeah, 200 energy. But because I'm a megacorp, yeah, energy, which is kind of like money in this game, that comes in pretty darn fast. Though it is a bit unfortunate that, yeah, all the scientists that are currently available are all actually, yeah, specialists at doing research, not actually doing scanning or whatever. Right, give it 2 months or so, we should be ready to go here. So, you just get over in this direction, ready to actually jump as soon as we have anybody ready to go here. You're going to start scanning there. Yeah, it would be nice to have someone who was faster at scanning, but we'll just have to make do with what we've got. In fact, that might actually be worth thinking about. Normally, I would always rush expansion first, but to boldly go, that's an interesting idea. Survey chance up by 35%. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Plus, getting research alternatives up immediately. Yeah, okay. in this world where I need to survey as fast as flipping possible, I think I might actually take discovery first on this occasion. Speak of the devil, we've actually got ourselves already up to 200. That's lovely. So, buy ourselves a new scientist here, and I'll take the guy who's good at sociology, because we don't actually have a sociologist right now. Because, yeah, the person doing society research is, in fact, yeah, he's got the research speed plus 5% general. So, let's actually have someone who's good at sociology just floating around just in case we need it down the line. Right, you therefore head over in this direction, start handling that. Construction ship's doing its job right now. Okay, so, here's another reason why megacorps are brilliant. Megacorps are brilliant because megacorps are flexible. Because trade value doesn't just mean money, trade value can mean whatever you want it to mean. So right now it's being converted directly into energy credits, about 50 odd. However, if we go over to policies here, we can actually change that. Because the trade policy, of course, means that trade can be converted directly into energy, or into some energy but also some consumer goods, or into some energy but also a big old pile of unity. Now that I think is something we want to do right now, because we can afford to not have all of this going into energy. So we're stuck with that for, yeah, 10 years. That's absolutely fine, because I've got a giant pile of trade value coming in anyway. So next month that will actually update. So hang on, where are we up to right now? So that goes up to only plus 10, but this has jumped to plus 18. We've got like 50% more unity coming in all of a sudden. Absolutely flippin' love it. And we've got that research station done as well. Okay, this is good. This is all very, very good indeed as far as I'm concerned. That's not a bad start at all. Now, save up the money for the corporate culture site. That's probably not a bad idea. By the way, you called cider? By the way, oh, we've got anomalies. That's routine. Yay, get it done. If it's a routine level 2, do it, because it's worth it just for the XP. So get that done. That's not an archaeological dig site, by the way. That's just a basic anomaly. So, yeah, keep an eye out for the dig sites. We won't have time to take care of them immediately, but they are fun when they show up, and money's actually all of a sudden a bit low. That's probably worth it. Okay, right now we're only a year out from tradition number 1, and we haven't even got down the corporate culture site yet. I'd say that's probably for the good. Yeah, the scary bit's going to be if I run into anybody new, because I don't really want to run into anybody yet. I want to have, you know, at least a small amount of quiet space to myself in the galaxy. And there we go, we've got ourselves the money we need for corporate culture. Lovely, get it underway. Yes, and don't forget, something I always like to do as fast as we can. Yeah, every starting planet typically does start with one set of sprawling slums on it. 300 energy to get that out of the way, and that is a free pop. And pops are brilliant, so we definitely want some of that. Especially as, yeah, because I've been focusing on science and whatnot, I don't actually have rapid breeders, which is very, very important indeed. So it's gonna be a while until we get some more snivlets. Oh, I just thought, by the way, do we want to map the stars to speed this up? That's certainly a possibility. That's a thing we could do. Yeah, screw it. I need to do it. It's risky, because that's a lot of flippin' influence, but I'm going to get it done to speed this up, because this guy's taking his sweet time traveling around here. We need to figure out where we are faster. The sooner we figure out which direction we need to expand into, the sooner we can actually start prioritizing one system over another. Yeah, it's probably for the best we drop that influence right now. But that was actually a bit of a misclick. So I was going for policies, not edicts, but whatever. Right, over on policies, food policy. Right now we're on balance. If I was to say, yeah, 25% increase in food upkeep, I could actually get growth up. The problem is, can I actually afford that? I mean, the answer technically is yes. That would be an additional 7 food, but I've already got a surplus of 8, so okay, go for it. Oh, this is risky. This is high-risk stuff right here, but screw it. Alright, over in the system of cider, that is... oh yeah, that's a nice fast survey right there. Okay, so he's doing a good job surveying nice and quickly. This was probably not a bad idea. That was probably not bad. Okay, nice starting thing right here, of course. Yes, North Station will always start off with a trade hub. So if I do bring cider into the system, that's 3 trade right there, which is even more unity for me. Not bad at all. And the first anomaly is apparently a mysterious box that smells somewhat. In some ways, I feel like that's really, really appropriate, given the noses that the Snivlets possess. Like, this should not be a problem for you guys. Just get the box open a tiny bit, and stick your noses inside it. You'll figure it out. I trust in your sense of smell. Right, maybe we'll come back to that one. For the time being, we really need to focus on just, you know, surveying the surrounding systems, figuring out what's where. Ah, yes, and with energy a bit low, my construction ship, get down the, mining station, sorry, at 200, not 100 for another 2 energy. Well, apparently people are really excited about the box, so yeah, Habitable World Survey event, sure, why not? I mean, in some ways I feel like we've kind of, you know, jumped the gun on this one. Ooh, that's alloys over there, and, okay, we've got the First League going on. Okay, First League's not bad, so that's the precursor chain we're now chasing. And we've got ourselves a minor artifact too. So over on Cider, we've picked up 1 artifact over there. Marvellous, just a minor relic. So yeah, that lives in traditions and relics these days. So if I need a giant pile of money, I can just sell that. Or alternatively, if I save up, yeah, Xenophile Ethics Attraction up. Though, don't feel like I really need that for the most part. Oh, but here's fun. Megacorps also get the decision to potentially use these minor relics as a way of initiating performance competition. So you can get the executive and manager output up, which is... honestly, that feels a little bit on the modest side, but it's nice to know I can do it. And with the corporate culture side done, okay, Unity at plus 26. For 1 year after beginning, plus 26, that's actually pretty good, bearing in mind we're not even spiritualists, so this is good. This is all absolutely fine, and anomaly research speed up by 20%. You know what, I don't want to skip anomalies if I can avoid it, so yeah, we're going into discovery. And after that, oh wow, 13 months. Okay, yes, this was the right decision right here. I'm very happy with my decision so far. Ah, back in Snorf. Right, I thought I was getting confused. Yes, mining stations are just 100. It's just there were 2 available. That's why it said 200. I was thinking, have I forgotten about a patch here or something? No, it is just 100. It's just I got a bit confused there for a second. Right, let's get a bonus 2 energy right there. That's good. 2 more energy is a good thing because... we're running a bit low on the old energy right now. How are we doing on the growth of the new population, by the way? Now we've actually gone over to nutritional plentitude. Yeah, plus 10% there. So that's going up 3.3 a month. Not bad, it'll do. Also, I have to say, I'm rather fond of the fact that my initial fleet is called Strike Force Kraken. That's pretty damn good. I like Strike Force Kraken. Made up of Jubilant class ships. Yeah, Jubilant Krakens. Flippin' love it. Oh, blimey, we've got ourselves a level... that's a level 8 anomaly over in Cider. Right, okay, let's not actually bother doing that just now. Just, leave that one be. That's all absolutely a-okay. This system's looking good, actually. This is nice. In fact, you know, any system that comes with free alloys, that's really, really damn good. So, that's alright. That's alright right there. Okay, you, my friend... head down over here and just give that system a quick survey, just to make sure this isn't a choke point we need to block off in a hurry. Okay, 2202, traditions are available, so straight into, yeah, Boldly Go. Let's get Boldly Go sorted out. After that, that is, yeah, research station output up by 10%. Not urgent, to be honest. After that point, yeah, science division's not bad. Polytechnic education is not bad because obviously scientists do count as leaders, so my scientists leveling up nice and fast, not bad at all. Faith in science. It's not spectacular, but I probably should just take these 2 just to actually get to an ascension perk as fast as possible. After that point, get into expansion. But with this much unity coming in, yeah, rushing discovery then expansion should be viable. Alright, new trinary system over here, and ooh, that's very pretty. That's so pretty. So Class A, Class F, Class B. Oh, they're all different. They look very similar, but apparently these are all very slightly different. Well, that's just lovely. I like these guys. Now, by any chance, have we actually found a planet that's, you know, even remotely habitable? No, that's totally barren. It looked promising for a second, but barren, toxic, barren. Okay, still haven't found anything actually, you know, good yet. Still, this is where we want to go first, down over here. That's not a bad system to start off with. No planets, but at the bare minimum, that's a decent haul of stuff. The question is, do I want to go over to 3 science ships? Like, it feels really early to be running 3 science ships, but I kind of feel like, yeah, this is not a normal game. This is a game where things are going to go horribly wrong. So, okay, you know what? You just go and take care of the research project in case that's important. You come over here. Let's lock this down. So, 100 alloys, 75 influence. Yeah, possibly that 90 influence on Map the Stars might have been a bit excessive, but we'll have to make do. The problem is, yeah, if I'm scanning, screw it, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it right now. Let's get another science ship in production. That's fine. Then 200 energy on another scientist to man the thing. I just want somebody heading up north. Bear in mind, of course, with ancient relics installed, we will be needing more scientists sooner or later to actually do the archaeology. So, yeah, 3's probably not excessive. 3 is probably fine. And we have definitely finished growing our first pop, who I believe has gone straight over to, yeah, basic office work, because, yeah, 2 people moved out of basic office work into, what was it? Yes, of course, that was the, hang on, where's the, managers. It's technically managers inside the corporate culture site. Gotcha. So nothing dramatic in the box, just, you know, some slightly odd-smelling stuff of no particular significance, though it may possibly be narrative. Fascinating. Bit of XP, 350 sociology, in which case you guys get down over here, start working on that. The ISS Vagabond, flippin' love it. And we've got someone who's eager, but they're 51. But, okay, you know what? They're cheap, and energy is not exactly hugely in great supply right now, so go on then. In fact, actually, no. Go here first. Scan this system. Let's start actually, yeah, moving up in this direction. We just need to figure out which direction we need to expand in a hurry. Okay, the rather wonderfully named Cowhig is down over here, and oh, that's looking sexy. That's, uh-oh, wait, hang on. Okay, no, that's fine. I was a bit worried that might be the special system where there's the massive pile of aliens, and it could still be, but I think that's got more asteroids in it. I think we're okay for now. But yeah, we've got ourselves frozen things. Ooh, environmental engineer. That sounds nice. I'll check that out in a second. Yeah, giant piles of asteroids is normally good for producing a big pile of stuff. So, expanding down in this direction could be a good source of raw materials. But the thing is, yeah, if you do too much mining, you need the energy to fund it. And right now, energy is not in great supplies right now. In fact, actually, you know what? I might want to. Just might want to, for now, go for one more generator district. And we've expanded our first ever expansion. No, don't do that. Leave that be. Leave that be for the time being. We'll handle that later, whatever it is. Right, little construction ship. We need to start expanding. Everything is beautiful. Okay, never turn down alloys because, yeah, you don't find very many alloys in the world. So get that one done first. After that, we're going to be needing a little bit of energy. So get working on that. And after that, yeah, 3 minerals, not bad. So get those 3 things done in a row, please. Generator district will be fine. But then again, I don't really have the workers. And we've got ourselves archaeological dig site. Okay, and a planet up here. Okay, good. We're starting to find some good stuff around here. What planet is this? Tundra. Unfortunately, that's not really appropriate because, yeah, I ideally need to actually have hot worlds. So, Tundra's not spectacular at all. And we've got ourselves a gas giant structure, a large derelict space station trapped in a slow terminal orbit inside the atmosphere of a gas giant. The gravitational stresses will likely destroy it completely within the next 1,000 years, but it hasn't yet drifted deep enough to make archaeological expeditions impossible. Difficulty of 2, so yeah, level 2 scientists should be able to handle that. Maybe I'll let my guys level up a bit first, just so they can do it faster, so they're not kept busy for too long. Instead, you guys just keep heading down here, and we've got a lot of trinary systems around here. We started in trinary, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. I think there's another one floating around over here. Actually, this is black hole territory, flippin' love it. In fact, hang on. Is this area over here maybe a dead end? Probably not, actually. If I move one further down, I'll probably see connections over here. Otherwise, this one's a bit isolated. But if it is a dead end, yeah, we might want to expand down over here just to block off this area and mark it as mine. Oh, not only is that a tundra world, it's a tiny tundra world. So, there's no chance in hell we want to go and settle that. Gotcha. Okay, 2203. The generator district is almost done. That's going to be completed very, very soon indeed. We don't have the population to man it, but I could move people over from mining to technical work if I needed to. So we've also got ourselves a brand new tradition. 2203, third tradition. Well, technically second, but you know what I mean. It's third because we needed one just to unlock discovery. Anyway, I think I know what we're doing here. Obviously, science division. Scientists cap up by 2, but research alternatives up by 1. Never a bad thing to have nice and early. Speaking of which, yep, we're getting on very nicely with all this business over here, so yeah, that's going to be going well. Routine, yeah, get that done if it's only 150. May as well see what's going on down here, because this will be a logical place to expand to. How have you been getting on, by the way? Ooh, you found nothing in all of that. Right, maybe this place is not as good as I was hoping for. We've got to watch out, though. With nutritional plentitudes, yeah, the snivlets are coming in fast, and we don't actually have the food to cover anymore. So we're going to start going into a food deficit momentarily. We need more farmers. Then again, we also don't actually have enough amenities either. So, okay, fine. This isn't going spectacularly. Then again, hang on. I can offset that. I can sort that out. So, if I simply say we're going to have one less person. Ah, that's why you've all abandoned your office jobs to come down here and be technicians for some reason. No. One of you, get back into your office job, please. There we go. We've now got sufficient amenities just to cover everybody. Just thinking about species rights here, of course. Yeah, living standards is very important. I'm not sure whether I could afford to go over to social welfare right now. I've only got a surplus of 4 consumer goods. But on top of that, social welfare is mainly good for the fact that, yeah, it means that unemployment produces unity. Right now we've got 0 unemployment. Instead, yeah, we've got absolute 100% employment. So, I'm just going to stay on decent conditions for the time being. We may consider changing that later. Okay, we're starting to see how things are shaken out over here. We've got a decent amount of science and some okay trade goods down over in this direction. It's not terrible. That's reasonable. This is unremarkable, it must be said. Yeah. This territory up here, this is not looking good at all. So, after we're done with you, I might actually recall you to just scan these 4 sectors close by to where I've started, just to make sure we're not overlooking something really nice and easy and close by that's very valuable. Oh, we've got problems, though. Someone just showed up. Right, we've got alpha aliens. Okay, yeah, we've got enigmatic spacefarers. But when you say we've got enigmatic spacefarers, do we actually mean... who are you? Hello? Who are you? You're... Yep, that's another empire. Okay, we have confirmation. There is another empire somewhere in this sort of a direction. Now, this is important because, of course, this changes our priorities. Because if this empire scans this territory and then this territory, and then manages to actually, yeah, take that territory over, that potentially blocks me out of this spine over here. And I do not want to get blocked out. So... at this point, it might well be something I want to do to actually take... Our site is kind of garbage. And Decida's actually kind of terrible as well. Like, these are not territories I want to take, but the territories beyond them could be worth trying to lock down. Like, it's never a good idea to get too boxed in. You want to keep those junctions open. Okay, priority. Translate the flipping language, please. I know that's actually going to, yeah, slow down my science, but that's just Society Research 1. Alright? It's worth it to actually scan these guys, because if I'm the one that translates their language, I get a big old pile of influence from it. So, that's what I want, right there. By the way, should I start just expanding in this direction right now? I mean, I've got the influence for it. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Move over here, get working on it. If nothing else, that's actually going to be, yeah, 3 trade goods that are actually moving over to me. That's the worst system I've ever seen. That's terrible. Right, you just... explore this system, then explore this system, then explore this system, then survey this system. I just want to know there's nothing up here, because at least just kind of passing through them will give us an idea. We've got, ooh, strategic resource. Rare crystals. Right now we've no idea how to use the damn thing, but nice to know. Right, so cow egg's pretty good. You come down over here, because, yeah, this looks like another good choke point. Looks like this is an important choke point for me. And this is going to be an important choke point for me. It's a bit of a shame these are not great systems, but I'd rather have them than somebody else have them. Also, please be nice. Be lovely, friendly, xenophile people. That's another Tundra World, unfortunately. Right, okay, that's not great. And actually, even though we've come down over here, I'm not seeing anything more coming off this system. this might actually be a massive dead end, which would definitely be worth locking down. Oh, I've got too much to lock down simultaneously right now. This is a worry. No, leave all anomalies be for the time being, and we've actually got ourselves, yep, new tradition showing up. What do we need? Leader experience gain. Yes, let's get my scientists leveling up faster. That's good. Right, still 14 months out, so it's going to be October of 2206. We figure out what's going on here. Volatile moats. Where are they located? Ooh. Okay, there's a lot of potentially good resources floating around here. Though, don't get too excited by them, because, yeah, until we've got the tech, we can't use them, and that's going to be some way off yet. So, let's not kind of throw too much at that problem just yet. How are these systems looking, by the way? That's looking unexciting. You should be swinging north momentarily. Not run into any space-borne aliens just yet. No planets here, in fact. Oh, this place is looking... right, that's just... okay, a gas giant with, like, 4 molten moons. That's really cool. Okay, don't go any further down in that direction, because these guys will probably tell us what's over in this direction once we actually, speak to them. Head over here instead, start working on this. Construction ship by now is... there we go, starting to construct over here. We should be able to lock this down, because so far, yeah, they're still scanning. Until they're done scanning, they physically can't lock this system down. So we should win the race to Decida, if there even is a race. Now, we do have a continental world. Okay, you know what? No. While you're here, scan that system, please. If there's actually a planet here, I'd like to know what's going on with it. And yeah, confirmation that Tundra world is not great, all things considered. Yeah, 20% habitability. So, while I could go and actually settle it, amenity usage would be through the roof. And also, yeah, output from jobs would be very, very low indeed. And it's not got anything special about it, so that's a no from me. Yeah, it's not even got any decent special resources. It's just a fairly boring standard planet. And, right, the Combine of Hulfasa. So, obviously, these guys have got themselves an advanced start. Please be nice. Please be nice. And... okay, xenophobe militarists. They're not fanatical purifiers. Let's just say that. That's all absolutely fine. But they are... okay, remember how everyone was hostile? Yeah, these guys are, they're going to be hostile. They're going to hate me by default. Okay, but on the plus side, they're not devouring swarms. They're not killbots. This is not as bad as it could be. Because they're militarists, we're militarists. Our warriors salute you, terrifying plant creature. Also, I quite like his big kind of vaguely lion mane but a plant thing. That's nice. Ooh, and their leader's also got some lovely red plumage going on. That's nice. Is it plumage if it's a plant? I'm not sure if it's plumage if it's a plant. Okay, so they're not keen on us. They don't like us. They've got overwhelming strength. This is moderately concerning. And very frustratingly, they've got themselves an arid world on the far side of their empire they're not even using for anything. But it is kind of small and terrible, so I don't mind that much. Okay, so what we need to do is lock down this system and then barricade it to hell. It's probably time to start building a fleet. Now, if I wait 3 years, I'm going to get... okay, it's not worth waiting 3 years to get the build cost down by 5%. No. Right, okay, we're just going to have to make this happen. So, yeah, this fleet, we're going to be needing ourselves a leader. Let's get an admiral in play here. Do we have anyone actually, good? Ship upkeep down 10%. Not great. Unyielding. But combat disengagement chance. Combat disengagement chance is... kind of important. Okay, this is a poor selection, but I guess we'll go for logistics just so I can float a slightly larger fleet. You are unremarkable, though, it must be said. Right, yeah, let's just get ourselves 300 alloys for 3 additional ships. Just a little bit more strength in the Navy, please. And there we go. So that's been locked down. We've got ourselves... yeah, we should have just enough influence to get this down right now. 75 and another 100. Get it done. Now, as for this science ship, yeah, you head over in this direction. See if we can just confirm for absolute certain this is a dead end. Because if so, after we've locked down Deceiver over here, we might want to come down in this direction, because that's not bad on the old science and mineral front, and would be nice to have this bit of space belonging to us for certain. I do not like this, though. I don't like this one little bit. These guys are big and terrifying, and also, oh, obviously, you've got a megastructure. Why wouldn't you have a megastructure? Oh, they just get their own ruined ring world. Of course they do. And their own primitives they're keeping an eye on. Right, well, these guys have just got all the fun-flipping toys. Okay, society research is done here. Do I want Unity +2? That for me would be like, yeah, maybe 5 to 10% boost. Alternatively, defense armies, or growth speed up. Or off-world trading company. Okay, so 2 trade value for each trade hub. Probably not worth it. Yeah, growth speed's not bad, but let's go for the Unity. Alright, the Unity's not bad at all. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, we've pretty much got it confirmed over here. This is a dead end, and there is just all of the rare resources in the world over here. We've got dark matter, we've got volatile motes, we've got rare crystals. Flippin' love it. Don't do that, by the way. That's too difficult for you. Leave that one be. In fact, this was just literally one black hole that produces one dark matter, and that's your lot. So, go on then. Go and check out some other black holes. Just kind of keep heading over in this direction. This seems fun. Actually, that's probably a bit of a waste of time. Now we know this is a dead end, we can be pretty confident there's nothing here. So you just go and take care of that black hole up top. Then once you're done, head back towards the east here and head further down this spine. And Deceiver has been taken care of. And oh! We've got the horizon signal! Right! Horizon signal is actually available to us. That's interesting. And also, right next to the horizon signal, we've actually got ourselves, yeah, one of the curators or something. Right, well that's... Okay, this is all worth locking down. This is definitely worth locking down. We're really lacking in influence right now. Okay, as we're lacking in influence, you just basically, yeah, get this system locked down as best you can. You may as well, quite frankly. We're not going to be able to expand down there in a hurry. I really hope there's nothing down there coming in this direction, because I really want to get Cowhig and Howaz, if only because they're really fun names to say. That reminds me, by the way, my current leader is, who are you? Because, yeah, we're in the, the oligarchic system, so we're going to have an election every 40 years. So right now we've got edict cost down and duration up, happiness up. Not spectacular, to be honest. And also, you've got the agenda of slave optimizations, where we've got no cocking slaves. Bloody genius, this guy. Okay, I am, however, mildly surprised that, yeah, we appear to actually have ourselves a situation where the xenophobes next door haven't closed their borders yet, which I'm surprised about. Also, what the bloody hell is going on over there in Mindara? Oh, obviously, you get the beautiful, incredible asteroid belt of amazingness, whatever. Okay, speaking of Deceiver, however, yeah, I think it's time we start getting that place upgraded. So, yeah, if we can, 200 alloys, we can afford it, get it done. Let's get that place a proper starbase, because a basic starbase with some guns attached to it can do a really good job of holding out against a pretty large fleet in the early game, because this guy starts large, but his fleet shouldn't be too ridiculous just yet. We should be able to hold out pretty well. We've also got technology coming in, there's the physics research, and of course now we've got 4 alternatives, which is really, really damn nice. Okay, so actually we've got some good stuff here, because this person up here, Krishna Patupa, she's actually good at particles, and particles is good for fusion and for lasers, which we kind of want both of, so... but I could get survey speed up another 25%. No, I've got 3. I think we're fast enough, to be honest. Yeah, get the lasers in play. We might need better lasers sooner rather than later, so please get on with that. And to be honest, yeah, over here, this territory between me and them, I'm going to leave it be, because I don't want to give an excuse for border friction to start rising. How do they feel about me now we've been chilling out? Actually, down to only -39. A new contact is going to go away. Okay, so they're never going to be impressed by our xenophilia because they're xenophobes, but -20's not bad. If I could do a good deal with them, we might, just might, be able to stay at peace, but This is not the absolute worst start we could have had, but it's pretty bad. And the curator order over here by the Howling Vortex has decided to get in touch with us. That's 24 influence, and okay, it's the science lads. We wouldn't mind having you inside the Empire because you're never bad friends to have, to be perfectly honest. That's not bad. 2207, and we're already almost at our first Ascension perk. Flipping love it. So, Pop's working research, 20% reduction upkeep, or more science off stations. Honestly, I'd rather have more science than cheaper science right now. But then again, hang on. I am about to start starving to death. So, presumably, that does mean their food upkeep's down as well, right? Yes, screw it, we'll have faith in science. Right, move you back over here. Mining station for cider over there. Now, if I'm right, when we move over to October, then food should... No, the food situation just got worse rather than better. That was the opposite of what I wanted to happen, but okay. Right, you guys, yeah, just explore over there and then come and survey over here. We need to know what's actually going on in this part of the world. How's that station coming on, by the way? Work in progress, not ready to go just yet. Okay, food's now ticking down, I'm guessing possibly by an unfortunate coincidence. Did we just actually finish a new pop? Yeah, we totally just finished a new pop. So, okay, we need to have more farmers ready to go just in case. So I'm going to build, yeah, one more agricultural district just for safety. We're floating plenty of minerals right now. And bear in mind, of course, I do have access to the market, but it's a market with a 30% market fee. So I'd rather not use it if I can avoid it. What is the current price of food? So bought at 1.3, sold at 0.7. I could just buy up to... You know what? I'll buy two food for up to 2 per unit per month. So that should at least sort out that problem. And we've also got, Corvette build speed up, Corvette build cost down, not bad at all. Mining station output up, that's not bad. Oh, there's some good selections here. There's some really good selections here. Okay, ignore the coil gun for now. 5% minerals from jobs or 10% mining station. Where's most of my minerals coming from right now? Stations is 15, jobs is at 18. So we are making more from jobs, but the jobs is only 5%, the station is 10%. So we'd be better off going for 0G refinery, but I can never resist just straight up taking, yeah, more research. 20% more engineering, that's never a bad idea. Now we're up to, we're in good shape here. We're up to 109 influence. That means we can come down over here and get this place locked down. And we still have enough alloys to do that. So, okay, we're doing what we need to. By the way, Deceiver Station is ready to go. So right now that's worth... Hang on, how tough is that station right now? Not very tough at all. So we definitely need to toughen that up a little bit. One basic gun battery, that'd be good. Ooh, and defense platforms are really flipping expensive. 252 alloys, ouch. Snorf, how are we doing on population? We have actually already hit 30. So I do have a new slot open. And I think I know what we need to do here. Yeah, we've actually got enough minerals to build a new alloy foundry. Going for double foundry, that's got to be something we need to do nice and early on. And we've got another flipping cold world over here. Dear oh dear, it's nothing but cold worlds. But this is the universe I chose to spawn into. It's all truly random. So if I could find somebody who wanted to move into my empire who liked cold worlds... we've got flipping loads of them, alright? We are absolutely A-okay in that regard. This place is looking okay, if not spectacular. Also, even more flipping strategic resources. This time we've got ourselves, yeah, exotic gases over here. So, right, we are just swimming in good quality stuff. By the way, deploy the fleet over to Deceiver. That's probably where it's going to be needed. Okay, that's looking better. Deceiver Station is now up to 763 in terms of attacking power. It can defend itself with a fleet of 232, which is not great. Nearby, but it'll do. But on top of that, we've got ourselves a bunker bot. Right, we've got ourselves something a bit big and important off one of the anomalies we've run into. This is in fact, right next door to Snorf itself in Baldoon, that little science vessel I just sent around to, yeah, go and have a little look, see what's going on close by to home. So a mega computer the size of a battleship that may have been there for several thousand years, working on a very complex problem. Right, fascinating. We should introduce you to the Infinity Machine. You two would get along great. So, help ourselves to some lovely rare resources and some alloys. Alternatively, boost research. So, okay, for the next 10 years, plus 10% monthly engineering, or 200 influence. 200 influence is basically just me grabbing a couple of territories immediately. I mean, I'd love to have the boost, but it's only 10 years and it's only 10%. I'm going to take the influence. So, let it continue its mysterious calculations in peace. That seems like, you know, the ethical thing to do anyway. You get over here, start working on that. Right, now we've actually got a big old pile of influence to spend. Time to get out a new construction ship. That's another 100 influence, and uh-oh. Okay, we've run into problems. Delta aliens. How close by are they, and what are they? They are... Oh, it's just squiddies. Okay, they're not generally that bad, and you're going to try and flee from them. That's fine. Everything's a-okay. Just crack on with that. Are they even... No, they're not even coming to attack, but... Yeah, these guys are tougher than they would be normally because we're on Grand Admiral difficulty. Ah, small problem. The fleet around Acida is being quite expensive. Right, you guys, actually, head home, because that'll be cheaper. We'll tell you to return to Acida if need be down the line. And my new construction ship, yeah, you guys, get down over here. There's a bunch of stuff we can start working on. So, there's a pile of that. Oh, this is going to be expensive, because none of this is more energy. So that's going to be... ooh, you know what? That's only 2 research stations, so that's actually 3 physics and 3 sociology right there. So that's a good deal. Definitely make that happen. But yeah, I'm going to be needing more energy, like in a hurry actually. Now in theory, there's nothing to stop me as it's almost 2210 from switching back over to wealth creation in terms of trade policy. So give up this lovely pile of free unity to make more energy. So I can do that. Oh, we're at -3 right now. Okay, that's fine. We're floating some extra. It's a-okay. And, oh, why are we suddenly on +13 food? Hang on, where did all that come from? Right, apparently everybody really wanted to be a farmer. They were just waiting for that opportunity. Okay, in which case, we need to get rid of that trade. So that's a bit of money back right there. And actually shut down one of these here jobs for the farmers. Yeah, that'll do because, oh... amenities is really getting low, actually. We really need more people to be doing that sort of job, because I was kind of hoping we could get away without bothering with any entertainers, because, yeah, we could just have enough office workers to actually produce the amenities that we need. But then again, yeah, these guys are producing poor quality amenities purely because they are repulsive. So no one wants to actually go to sniffle at Starbucks or whatever because, yeah, the barista is apparently physically repulsive to look at, even to people who are equally repulsive. Okay, restore the technician job. Someone wants to do that, but that's even less flipping amenities. Okay, we might need, ultimately, to have, yeah, 1 job when we hit 35 of entertainers, but... yeah, happiness is -9.3 now, which is... that's not good, because that's hitting productivity. Okay, I have underestimated how many amenities I would need. Okay, there is a solution here. It's not a great solution, but it exists, which is shut down one of the mining jobs in order to push someone up here. Also, I should point this out right now. So, there is a difference between UK and US English here. Like, this word, this job right here, we would pronounce that in England, clerks. I'm aware over in the USA, you say clerks. Now, I'm fully willing to admit, UK English is the one that's being stupid right here, because when we describe the type of this work, we would say it's clerical work. But we don't say clerks, even though we say clerical. We say clerical works is done by clerks. Don't know why, it's just how British English works. So I'm probably going to call these guys clerks. Sorry about that ahead of time, Americans. Okay, things seem to be stabilising a bit. We are at least making a profit in energy. And by the way, you, my friend, while you're here, yeah, just start mining out the sun, please. That'd be marvellous. And we have indeed locked out this area. Which one are you, by the way? You're over here. Okay, these guys have made it over here. So, we're probably going to start developing border tension any moment now. I need to keep an eye on that. Okay, do I need to expand in this direction? At the bare minimum, I want to know what's here. So you guys just, like, you know, explore these two systems, see if we've got any planets we can reasonably settle on without it being ridiculously too expensive. Because I cannot afford a colonization effort that's going to be massively expensive right now. I need an appropriate planet for myself before I can do anything. Yeah, as I would have expected, they have now closed borders to us, presumably because border tension is starting to annoy them. So, border friction minus 15. Not spectacular, but they've not put any claims on us whatsoever. So, as long as they don't do that, we should be pretty safe. Yeah, in order to declare war on us, they either need to ask us to become a vassal of theirs, which they haven't done yet, or we'd need to be their rival. They haven't declared that yet either. Or they need to have a claim down on us. They haven't put a claim down. But they could pretty much any time ask us to become a vassal, though I think you need the right tradition to make that happen, or possibly that was an older build, I can't remember. Right, they may or may not be able to do that right now. I'm getting worried. Okay, so this station right here, just get another gun battery in place right now, please. Right the flip now. I want that place to be able to defend itself, and we can't upgrade it to a Starhold, we don't have the tech, but this is why I wanted the Snivlet to be good at engineering, because engineering is what gives you new star bases, new ships, it's what gives you the new technology that you win wars with. The thing is, I'm hoping they're not going to be too bothered by me just yet, because they've got plenty of other directions they can expand into, alright? There's plenty of stuff they can do in all sorts of other directions, and if we're very lucky, there might be someone else nearby to them in the other direction. Okay, energy's looking okay here. Minerals looking a bit on the dicey side. So yeah, for 2 mining stations plus 5 minerals, that's not bad at all. But we're going to start eating into that energy. Energy is low. We just haven't really run into a good system for energy. And we've seen a comet for 40 unity. Lovely. How long until? Oh, 2 months. 2 months till we get that ascension perk. That's nice. Oh, and there it is. Traditions available. So that's 10% from research stations, which I do actually have a few of. I've got, like, you know, a few over in Snorf itself. I'm going to have a few over here in Cowhig. So it's worth something, if not much. But more importantly, that's discovery finished off. And research speed plus 10% is the finisher effect. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So what do we need here? What's the priority? Starbase influence cost down. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Insular Dominion, fundamentally a pretty decent thing. Alternatively, yeah, 10% research speed and rare technologies now show up at 1.5 times the normal rate. So 1% chance to a 1.5% chance. Fine, but we're not really worrying about rare technologies just yet. One Vision at some point recently was modified, so yeah, it's not just Unity anymore, it's also pop amenity usage down, which is kind of nice. And governing ethics attraction, which is not so important for Xenophiles, to be honest, doesn't really matter. Mastery of nature is never bad, because yeah, it gives you that decision to get up to 2 new districts inside your planet, which is definitely not bad. Never a bad thing. Edict duration up, that's fine. Leader level cap up and leader experience gain, fine. Universal transactions. Branch office cost minus 15%. Commercial packs no longer cost influence. That's nice, but... okay, I suspect, I haven't even asked this guy yet, but I'm just going to work under the assumption that you, my friend, don't want to form a commercial pact. No. No, I thought you might not want to. So we totally will want to do that one, because I'm going to be wanting commercial pacts going forward, but not just yet. Not just yet. So in which case... what's the right thing to do here? Being able to spread faster, never a bad thing. Claims being cheaper, starbases being cheaper. That is never going to be bad. Cheap claims will always be good. Yeah, I'm going to take it. Because in a world where everyone's going to be able to outspend and outgrow me, I need to be able to expand as fast as flipping possible. In Stellar Dominion exclusively, so we can basically start locking down as much of this territory as we can as fast as possible. And speak of the devil, I think we need to actually stop surveying and start exploring, because I need to find some planets. I need to find a second colony site, damn it. So I'm just sending this guy around just to go and have a little bit of a look-see. So that'll probably be fine as a mining base, but we know because nothing's appeared there, there are no potentially colonizable planets floating around. Decida's now fully upgraded, so there is now 1,000 strength in that station, which is, honestly, not that much. Doesn't feel great. Oh, but here's something great. We were just doing a fairly basic low-level anomaly. We've got ourselves blue lasers for free. Okay, now that's good. And by the way, turn off all the auto upgrades. I hate auto upgrades. There we go, the new look Jubilant. So yeah, with 2 blue lasers, and to make sure we've got enough shielding going on, reactor booster as well. So that'll do. That'll flippin' do right there. Admittedly, yeah, we can take that out as soon as we do actually get the fusion power going on, but it'll do as a start. It's definitely got a bit more hitting power than its predecessor did. And for just 50 alloys, get that upgraded right there to the new Jubilant class. Beautiful. Blue lasers are free completion. In fact, were we working on that already? I think we were working on that already. Sadly, no fusion reactor just yet. And no point going for improved deflectors because I couldn't afford to put them on the ships. So, may as well just get... Oh, hang on. 20% more energy from technicians. Yeah, we could do with that, actually, yes. And we've got new aliens, too. Hello! Who are you guys? Are you actually... Yes, you are. You're purpley. Okay, Epsilon aliens. These guys are coming to explore this part of the world. So we can be pretty confident someone's over here. So we need to figure out who that is ASAP. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is a very, very high chance there's something over here. A big empire. And because of that, that means, yeah, we're starting to get an idea where we can and can't expand in future. So in which case, you abandon scanning this area. We're not going to worry about that in the slightest. Instead, just head north and start exploring without surveying. I just need to have a rough idea what's going on up north, because we might want to actually lock down this spine sooner rather than later. And you're not doing anything right now, so head down over here and start figuring out what's going on in this part of the world too. I just need to know what's happening. Meanwhile, you're just going to scan those 2 systems. And then I'd like you to come over here and explore these 2. Hopefully, one of these 3 science vessels will actually discover something I can flipping colonize. In fact, actually thinking about it, hang on. I don't need all 3 of you doing that. You are a level 3. Where's the guy who's actually good at archaeology? You're also paranoid. Anomaly research speed down 10%. But archaeology excavation speed up 25%. Okay, you, my good man, your job is not going to be that. Your job is going over there and, yeah, do the excavation. Let's get an excavation down because you can get some really good stuff out of that. That might actually provide us with a hell of an edge against these bastards. In which case, you, my good man, it's now your job to explore over here, then over to here, then over to here, just to make sure that area is okay. And you carry on heading north. We'll explore down here soon. As for my construction ships, at the bare minimum, you head over here, lock down this system, because, yeah, that's actually worth 4 energy right there, 3 physics, there's 2 trade goods. It's not bad, it'll flippin' do. And you come up here, set up the research stations. We do need more science. Okay, everyone's now doing something good and useful. As for Decida Station, right, buildings. What can we do here to potentially make this place a bit on the tougher side? Okay, that fleet's been upgraded. Good. I mean, I'm really scared of these guys, because this is aggressive AI, and these guys are militant xenophobes, so they're not kidding about. Honestly, there's not a huge amount I can do that I'm actually going to know is going to help me out here, so I could reduce their shields by 20%, but I don't know how many shields they've got. Actually, hang on. My fleets are more dependent on lasers, and I've got blue lasers. Yes, let's get a disruption field generator in play. It's a bit on the expensive side, but I think it's worth it. Okay, we've got our first faction, and that's important because factions can produce influence, and I kind of need influence to keep expanding. And no, we've actually got 2. Alien Justice as well. So basically our 2 starting ethics, xenophilia and militarism, have both got a faction at the same moment. And no, there's also the Materialist faction. Anybody else? No, just you 3. Got it. I've never seen 3 pop into existence simultaneously before. Love it. Okay, who's got the most people? It's the Xenophiles. Why do you not actually like me right now? So you want to have an enclave station within our borders. They'll love that. And also, they want to actually have Yeah, passive study only when it comes to native interference. Right, we can do that. I'm very happy to do that. We've got an enclave nearby, so we can bring them into the borders. In fact, yeah, they're only 2 jumps away. Not a problem at all. And on top of that, yeah, we can actually do the change to the policy on natives right now. These guys are going to be more difficult. The scientists want, yeah, research treaties. And also, they want... What do you want? They also want us to keep up in terms of science. Yeah, good luck with that. That's going to be difficult. Everyone else had a bit of a head start. And the militarists would like us to, yeah, do some conquering and also have rivals. I do not want to declare rivalry, because if I do, that just opens up the possibility they'll come and attack me. Right, we just need to work with the xenophiles for the time being, so get that policy in play, please. Here we go. Passive study of natives. We don't have any natives nearby, so this is kind of, you know, a bit of just a nice gesture to the xenophiles, but it should, if I'm lucky, get me up to, yeah, we'll see. It should actually update at the end of this month, as they all now exist. So, there we go. Up to 4.14. That'll do. That'll flippin' do right there. Okay, you guys, get working on all of this. All of the mining stations, all of everything. Snorf, meanwhile, is up to 32. No major changes there. And hello! We've actually apparently spoken to these guys. Did they not bother to announce themselves? I feel like they should have bothered to announce themselves. We actually done with the... Okay, Delta Aliens is... No, Delta Aliens was the Squiddy Squid, so we probably should do that, actually, because, yeah, you get some really good benefits out of researching those guys. Hello! So we didn't bother to actually say hi. But... Militarist, we're militarist. Materialist, we're not materialist, but we're not spiritualist either. Okay. These guys, we can potentially be friends with. Like, well, friends enough. And actually, they're a fair way away. Okay, they're just scanning a fair way away from home. Okay, so, guys. Why don't you like me right now? They don't like me just because of, yeah, it's just an unfriendly attitude. But... I'm not sure why they're unfriendly, to be honest. Yeah, tech level's equivalent, economic and fleet is overwhelming right now. Xenophile diplomacy is a bit on the high side. Okay, what if I was to, like, you know, do you a bit of a deal of some description? A good deal. How about comms for comms? No, they really don't want to do that. Gotcha. I'll tell you what, though. I'll buy energy credits off you. Oh. Okay, they're so unfriendly they don't want to do anything right now. Okay, let's just keep our distance from them for the time being. We'll go and have a chat with them later. I'm sure it's all going to work out. They've got a good planet, don't they? Yeah, they've got a desert world right there. A desert world with some weird phenomena going on. Marvellous, though. Yeah, society up, but oh. Okay, maybe I wouldn't want that. That's some really, really major problems right there. Devastation is high, habitability is low, pop growth speed down. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. You guys like... Okay, so you're more about, what's that, jungle, kind of continental tropical, or something like that. Same as these guys. Okay, but I'm not sure they've actually got themselves a border. They probably don't consider these guys a threat, so... Okay, you guys are the Corinth Democratic State. You sound... Oh, they've closed borders to us. I was literally about to say, well, they sound friendly, don't they? No. No, they've immediately gone and shut their borders to us. Good, good. Okay, there's no real point expanding in this direction because there's nothing good over here. It definitely feels like right now my expansion opportunities are either due north or due south, because there's no actual border to these guys round over here. They might have a really long way around, but there's probably someone else down there. But yeah, I could do with finding someone who isn't, like, you know, actively hostile to me and immediately shutting the borders. That'd be great. Also, I think these guys are expanding, like, really, really fast right now. I think they're very much expanding in a hurry. So that's good. That's very good indeed. Hopefully it'll be fine, because if I just don't expand in this direction, then Decida can just be the barrier between me and the bastards of the universe. Also, we have begun our first archaeological dig over there. Marvellous. So yeah, difficulties 2, but this guy's actually pretty good at this point. He's level 3. So it's gonna take him a while, but he should be able to get some nice clues going on. Just a reminder, by the way, this works very much like many other Paradox games, where after a certain period of time, there is a dice roll, where the dice roll leads to a certain number of clues being added. Clues increase your chances going forward, and eventually you get yourself a breakthrough, and when you get a breakthrough, you move on to the next chapter. So, It's going to take this guy very many months to get through, but he does get plus 25% to archaeological excavation speed. So assuming that means he's throwing the dice more frequently. Yes, precisely. That's exactly what it says there. So he's actually throwing the dice faster than another scientist would. So it's going to take him less time than it would take other people. Ooh, hello. We've actually got ourselves a desert planet up north. Right, okay, guys. Stay there for a second. Give it a scan. It's flipping tiny. Which is annoying, but I might need to go for it anyway, because there's nothing else I can settle on anywhere in the entire cocking galaxy. Right, let's just interrupt his survey routine to make sure he goes and surveys that planet first, and then gets on with the rest of it, because I'd like to know what's going on with that desert world. That could be important. Here we go, the special project for the space amoeba thing. So, what do we want to do here? Damage up 33% and 1,000 energy for every one we destroy. That's fleet, not individual ones. Fascinating creatures. Study them. Or learn to coexist. Ooh, pacification. Okay, I feel like me and them need to coexist. Because if I could bring some of them into my fleet, that might be a nice little bonus. Yes, begin working on that, please. Let's pacify one of these lads. It's going to take a long time. Okay, let's not do that just now. I don't actually have, like, 12 years to spare. But we can do it later. Oh, hello! We've got ourselves something big and scary over here. There's a planet. It's Arctic. And we've got ourselves... okay, it's just more space amoeba. But can we actually handle that just yet? Probably not. Okay, so we don't know what's at the end over here. But yeah, we're definitely in the amoeba district of space, because that's how it works in Stellaris these days. Like, different bits of the galaxy have a tendency towards different creatures. So, in this bit of the galaxy, we're going to have space amoeba all over. Somewhere else in the galaxy, it's going to be the crystalline entities everywhere. So, okay. We can't get through there just yet. But, given enough time, we might be able to. In fact, give this thing a bit of a look-see. So yeah, these guys have got themselves... It's nothing but hull and shield, so laser weapons would be fairly effective against them. And other than that, they've got themselves, yeah, energy weapons, effective against hull and armor, but no benefit one way or the other in terms of shielding. But they do also have the little guys they can actually spit that bypass shields entirely. Okay. Let's leave them be for the time being, because my fleet of 6 ships has only got 255 strength. So, we're not worrying about that for the time being. That's all a-okay. You instead need to come down over here, please. Yeah, just naff off as fast as you can, please. That's fine. Though, honestly, they don't seem interested in attacking you. They're happy to just chill out by this planet. So, we'll leave this be for the time being. Don't worry about that planet. What I do ever need to worry about is, yes, the desert world. So, tell me what we've got here. It's small, but there's a rare planetary feature here. Okay, we've got ourselves dust caverns for mote harvesting. Alright, and habitability is 60%. It's not great, but it could be worse. Honestly, we kind of need to expand. We just need to expand somewhere. You know what? It's going to take us time to get up in that direction anyway. So, you guys, just go and lock down... Oh, dear. Can't lock down that system. I haven't even scanned it yet. You go and lock down this system. As you're done with that over there. That's all absolutely a-okay. I kind of need someone to scan this business sooner or later, but you're busy with the dig site. Though you are making fast progress at this point. Yeah, you just had a really good roll a minute ago for +2 clues. So, we are moving towards the next chapter. And just because this bar's this long, it doesn't mean there needs to be like chapter 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes they just end at like chapter 2 or something. So, we'll see. How are the xenophobes feeling these days, by the way? So, still -54. That is going down. They don't like our interference policy because, okay, they're actively opposed to us not interfering with primitives, but okay. Right, Science Vessel 2, you just head over down in this direction. Keep exploring down here. I need somebody to do the rounds just to figure out what's going on. Just explore that. Round over here. Everything's gonna be lovely. Figure out what you can. Ideally, don't run into giant, terrifying space squid. And I feel like it's probably time to, yeah, spend a bit of money on a few more ships. So, 1, 2, 3, 303 alloys. Get it done. Okay, so just more in production, please. We just need more in production. Because I'm really, really worried about those xenophobes. The moment they start getting hungry or running out of anything else to do, they might turn on us. So, the dark and lifeless interior of the space station almost succeeds in hiding the fact it must have been designed as some kind of luxurious pleasure palace. There are seemingly endless rows of rusty slot machines, hundreds of decrepit bars and restaurants, and amidst it all, thousands of bodies. Dead, partially mummified aliens of at least a dozen different species can be found everywhere, but most of the bodies are clustered around the empty escape pod bays. And an extra artifact for my trouble too. Marvellous. So, keep on keeping on here. Need to figure out what's going on next. So, we know what it is, but yeah, you just keep on doing your work, please. You know, I really wouldn't mind an extra science vessel just to actually scan over here and these over here. That's surely incredibly wasteful, though. Surely I don't need 4 science vessels. That just feels really excessive for the fact, yeah, I'd basically have 1 science vessel for every territory I own. You know what? I can break it down later, if need be. Just get it done, because they are cheap. They're only 100 alloys. We can break them down the line. And by the way, I need that one now, please. Move it to the top of the queue. Okay, new scientist, please. And no great options again, so I guess we'll go for adaptable. I mean, because I've already taken discovery, at least this guy will actually level up nice and fast, so it'll have to do. Right, you, my friend, your only job is to basically start mopping up all of these systems I haven't bothered surveying yet. After we're done with that, honestly, I might just break you down. So, those up there, then these 2 over here, we'll see what you find. Meanwhile, you, my good man, are going on an amazing adventure. Though, to be honest, I should probably come down over here and, yeah, looks like there's actually potentially some good choke points over here. In fact, where does this go? Ooh. Okay, not sure about how choke pointy this part of the world's actually going to be, but I'm not going to throw down any more actual expansions aside from up here, because we know we want to go to this desert world with the bare minimum, because, yeah, I don't know whether I want to actually be committing my influence and alloys to north or south. I just need somebody to give me some information first. And there's Unity +2. Not bad at all. Okay, leader pool size +1 and leader cost -20%. I mean, the pool size +1 would not be bad. Food's getting a bit low, though. Food is getting low. Yeah, let's take the eco simulation, because I do need more food. People are starting to grow. We are under nutritional plentitude right now. If we're about to start colonizing as well, yeah, we definitely are going to be needing more food. Then again, maybe that was a waste, because aren't I floating jobs no one's actually using right now? Yeah, 1 job no one's actually using. So, in theory, then again, actually, hang on. Okay, 1 less miner actually. Our map, the stars has worn off, so that's going to slow things down. 1 less miner in order to have, yes, 1 more clerk, because now we're just about okay on amenities. Now, do I want Map the Stars back on again? Is that worth it for me right now? I'm not sure if it is. So, nothing up there. In fact, yeah, what's going on in this part of the world? Ooh, might be some good mining to be had around there. And you were fairly unremarkable, to be honest, but that could be good. Oh, do I want to spend the money? Oh, hang on. You've got yourself some actual flipping energy. Yes, we need energy. Just go and handle that. You're going to go and handle these 2 areas. And once you're done with that, you might want to go further and further north. I've got the alloys right now. Screw it. Just get down over here, get this down. It's only 60 influence. It's the alloys that are the problem, but my alloy production's not bad. I've got bonus alloys already, and Snorf does have, yeah, 4 specialists working in alloy production. That's not bad at all. And better, we're up to a new tradition, and that means a new tree can be opened. So hang on. Mining output up 10% would not be bad. That's a lot of energy, potentially. Actually, not that much. Or colony development up by 25%. Yeah, to be honest, I kind of feel like we do need that. Expansion's nice. But then again, starbase capacity up and army damage up. That's not that great. Supremacy, I think, at some point took a little bit of a knock. But 10% reduction in cost. Yeah, Supremacy used to be better than it is, but Overwhelming Force isn't bad, mind. Yeah, take expansion. It's gotta be a good idea. Let's get that underway. I mean, it's not as good as it used to be, because courier network, yeah, admin capacity up by 20. That used to be amazing, now it's just fine. But in all fairness, yeah, new life, 10% growth is really good. New colonies with one more pop. If I could actually get that sorted out before my first colony goes down, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So, okay. This is probably just about holding together. The bigger question is, are we going to find anything good in this part of the world? And how close are you to that? Okay, you're nearly done with this area, because I did want to know what was going on in a system with an actual planet. And, okay, people are leveling up to level 4. That's good. We've got a level 4 science and I think a level 4 governor as well. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. But these guys are not long-lived. So they will start dying in the not-too-distant future. You don't seem to be expanding too fast, mine, so that's positive. Okay, system survey up there is done. Right, okay, begin exploring like now. Just head up this spine. Tell me what you see when you reach the choke point. And we've got an archaeological site thing sorted out right there. And, oh, hang on. Multiple things at once. Abandoned gateway. Where? Where is the abandoned gateway? Where did you just... Okay, I feel like that doesn't affect me. That's in the middle. Where? Where is it? Maybe I need to just let a day pass so it can show me. Okay, it is. It's an L gate. Right, we've got ourselves an L gate over there. So, the L cluster. And this is Eternal Horizon. Oh, well, la-dee-da, that's a very fancy name. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to go and get that because... Ooh, I just had a thought. Just in theory, if I start running into trouble of any description whatsoever, then if I open the L gates, then potentially a massive swarm of terrifying alien monstrosities would cause more trouble for everyone else than for me if I'm nice and small, so just statistically it's more likely to screw over. Ooh, that is an interesting possibility. I mean, it's called flipping Eternal Horizon. We want that in the Empire, obviously. And as for the derelict space station, it was called the Star Petal. Apparently a celebrated luxury resort in this corner of the galaxy nearly 1,000 years ago. A small fleet of tugs would drag the station to a new exotic location every year, but this one appears to have been its last. For unclear reasons, the station was pulled into the gas giant's atmosphere, where it suffered critical damage. Okay, 3 minor artifacts, never flippin' hurt. You crack on with the next step, please. And here's the thing, of course. If I just basically try and gather up some minor artifacts, I could use them to brute force the L gate open. Now that could be of interest. Okay, eye on the prize here. Eye on the prize. Get up here. 100 alloys and 60 influences, not that much. So we can start spreading a bit more aggressively these days. Oh, you guys are definitely coming in this direction. Got it. Also, someone's just got in touch. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. We've got ourselves the Spuxulac Compact, who are over there. I'm guessing they must have had eyes on us somehow or another. So, okay. Hello there, guys. You guys are... It's more cocking xenophobes. More militarist xenophobes, too. Oh, they're probably going to get on well with the other dicks. Okay, on the plus side, they're nice and far away. So hopefully this shouldn't really affect me at all. Ooh, we've also got ourselves a natural wormhole close by to Eternal Horizon. Okay, this area is sexy. We need to get this sorted out. Absolutely. Oh, that's what we needed right there. Yep, technicians, 20% more energy. Very, very good indeed. And, yep, we need that fusion reactor. Pretty bloody important. Get on with that so we can have more blue lasers without relying on the extra, rather expensive little reactor auxiliary thing, whatever it's called. Okay, the journey north continues. You're not really seeing much. That's an incredibly boring system, in fact. That is potentially good for mining, not much else. You're heading down over in this direction. That could be a good world for mining. Right, I'm feeling like the sexy stuff is down to the south. Definitely feeling like that's the thing right there. Unfortunately, yeah, my 4th extra science vessel is making very slow progress right now, just because it actually got stuck. That's another flipping abandoned gateway. Ooh! Hello, sexy. Hello, Reshell. That's... Okay, it's an ocean world, and it's tiny, which is not great. But, okay, a wormhole and a disabled gateway. I mean, I'm not made of flipping stone. And it looks like, yeah, if we could just get all the way up here, that is a very significant little choke point right there. And then again, actually, it kind of depends on... Oh, it's a bit of a messy choke point, actually. It connects to bloody everything. Right, engineering research is done. Afterburners. Afterburners is important because, yeah, there's very few things more important than sublight speed. And for corvettes, evasion is crucial too. Could get more minerals in, but minerals feels alright for the time being. Let's work on the afterburners. That will be a very nice addition to my fleet. And down right to the south, okay, even more flipping minerals in asteroid fields. Okay, I'm going to work under the assumption that place is actually pretty darn good. And I'm actually starting to think, yeah, okay, we need to start surveying this. Get around over here and then survey this. No, do not ignore your previous queue. Do not ignore your queue, please. Oh, of course the xenophobic dicks have entered into a commercial pact. Of course they cocking have. And also a research agreement. Right, I'm guessing any moment now, they're going to just declare themselves best friends and immediately attack me. Another world further north, but it's alpine and only decent-ish size, so nothing spectacular. Yeah, I think we might just have to accept this desert world. It's what we're going to be needing. That's just what we need to do. Right, in which case, shipyard with nothing else better emerging right now. Get a colony ship underway. Obviously, it's the Snivelets, because we literally have nothing else right now, because these dicks won't actually, it doesn't even matter. They wouldn't migrate to my territory just yet, because they couldn't actually live on my world comfortably, so they'd never immigrate. Oh, but Snorf has actually got flipping unemployment right now. Well, that's good, because I'm pretty sure we've got jobs we're just, like, you know, not doing. So, yes, don't be unemployed, not when there's mining to be done, and also... yeah, you can actually just create food. Here you go, have some fun farming. Everyone wants to be a farmer. And in fact, the next person, that will actually give me, yeah, building slot for 35 pops. Not bad. We're still like 10 pops below where everyone else in the galaxy flipping started, but it's better than nothing. And probably at that point, I do need one group of entertainers, unfortunately. I wasn't expecting that, but apparently we do. Okay, up north, still nothing dramatic. In fact, that's a really naff thing right there. Yeah, you can just abandon that system, by the way. Just move straight back out again. Don't even bother checking in with the sun. It's actually, it does have some lovely molten moons. I do like all the molten moons I've been seeing recently. That's very nice. Oh, we got more trouble yet, though. Right, so I'm guessing we just ran into something over here. Yes. I'm guessing you're a real alien presence, because we're running into them very fast, because, yeah, everyone starts off so big. That is mollusk style, I believe. Right, so we need to come and have a chat with you. Please be xenophiles. I mean, come on, guys. We've run into a lot of xenophobes. Let's have some lovely, friendly xenophiles. They could be... they might be round over here. They might be right here. Hard to say. And something bad up north. Okay, something is guarding this here choke point. It's just some space amoeba. Nothing major. But that's kind of good in a way because, yeah, that does mean we do know that no one's going to be passing through this area until they've defeated them themselves. So that means no science vessels are coming this way, which means, yeah, they won't be able to actually, you know, scan anything. So this is good. This is all fine in its own way. Right. I'd say let's actually just start scanning all of this business because... yeah, I'd say we want to know what's going on, figure out if there are any actual things here, figure out if there's any good resources around here. So you just scan those 4 systems up to spear them. How are we doing on alloys, by the way? Reasonable. Okay, yeah, let's just get ourselves one more ship in the fleet here. I'm still worried that we're falling behind, but yeah, right now the space station's just busy with the colony ship. Doesn't look like we're going to see anything else around here, so okay. It's the desert world. We just need to accept the desert world. But I'm living in hope that maybe the Iota aliens will be, you know, good guys that we like. Also, what was going on with that there pleasure dome? So nothing too dramatic or mysterious, really. Asteroid just basically pinged the damn thing and knocked it off course. Unfortunately, the station only had enough escape pods to evacuate a fraction of its passengers. Ah, we're just dealing with the space Titanic. Gotcha. Oh, slight problem, though. So apparently, yeah, the Combine of Hulfassa are just allowed into my territory anyway. Yes, I haven't actually closed the borders to them, which I don't really want to do because that could be a bit of a problem. Yeah, that could potentially antagonize them a bit, so I'm not going to do that. I don't think they really represent a major issue. In fact, actually, if they were to come over here and take a bit of territory right here, I'd be fine with that, because that would mean these two lads were more likely to run into each other, and maybe I could lure Corinth into a defensive pact to protect against the xenophobe decks. Here we go, that'll be the Iota aliens right there. So, the Natfankan Primes. Hello over there, you are Oh, you're a hive mind. Well, that's just cocking useless. Okay, but they do serve one useful purpose, which is they absolutely hate the Spoozalax next door. And I hate the Spoozalax because they're dicks. So these guys might be a useful counterbalance to the Spoozalax. I mean, eventually I might be able to get a non-aggression pact with them. They don't seem to hate me. It's just new contact versus Xenophile diplomacy. So, yeah, they don't seem that terrified. But yeah, the amount of business I can do with a hive mind is limited. The other question is, which direction are they expanding in? Because, yeah, perfect world, I kind of want to lock down all of this, which could be tricky. And as for these areas over here, honestly, unspectacular, but that one's worth grabbing just for the resources, to be honest. The energy alone makes it worthwhile. Also, we do have a fairly high concentration of, yeah, anomalies that are a fairly high level. So if I actually sent around some better scientists to go solve them, that might add some very good science to some of these areas that don't otherwise look spectacular to me. And the colony ship is ready. Currently, just actually floating around in orbit, but yeah, you guys head over in that direction. I think that's where you're going. And when I feel like I've got the resources, yeah, just keep the fleet growing. We just need a little bit more here, because if we look too weak, they'll take the opportunity, because they're aggressive, they don't like us, they're militarist, they're xenophobes. So we need to have a large enough fleet to scare them off. And the archaeological dig has been completed, so what have we got at the end of it? The heart of the pulsar. Rummaging through the secure safes where the Star Petal's wealthiest clientele stored their personal belongings has revealed a treasure trove of strange artifacts and jewelry. Perhaps the most noteworthy among the found items is the heart of the pulsar. Yes, this is just a Titanic takeoff, got it. A unique diamond necklace, quite famous in its day for having been worn by 5 different heads of state. And that there is the end. 6 minor artifacts, 4,000 energy. Love it. Right, and that does actually free you up, and you are level 4, so, right, you guys, get over here, help out with the surveying. We need to survey faster. So you survey those 3 systems. You survey this system, and then move in this direction. That'll do the job. Right, that should speed things up. But probably a bit worrying. Yeah, the science vessel from the hive mind is already all the way around here, meaning they've almost certainly scanned this whole area. So they could just lock it down at any time they wanted to. And once again, just keep on keeping on. The odd additional 2 ships. Let's just get up to 20, our current cap for a single fleet, as fast as we can. So 500 here, plus we've actually got, yeah, Deceiver Station, which does actually have itself... Yeah, we did give it the actual disruption field generator, 2 sets of guns. This place can defend itself. Okay, this could work in my favour. The Corinthians and the Spoozalax have actually declared rivalry. Because I'm not sure they actually can declare me a rival, because I'm too pathetically weak. It's not allowed. Now, that could work in my favour. So, at this point, if I was to do something to annoy these guys, but yeah, I'm not sure I actually... No, until I get stronger, I physically cannot declare them rivals. It's not allowed yet. But if I were to get just a little bit stronger, so they were stronger than me but not overwhelmingly so, I'd declare rivalry, and mutual rivalry might be enough to pull the Corinthians into a mutual defense pact because of mutual threats. Also, there's person number 5 over on Snorf. Good. Good. So, hang on. What do we actually need here? I feel like, even though, yeah, I didn't think we were going to be needing it, if nothing else, Hollow Theatres do produce a small amount of unity, so get them underway, sure. We'll have 1 entertainer. And apparently there's even more people dotted around here. The Inari are not divine. Divine's never good. That means spiritualist. Hello, how are you guys getting on? So, egalitarian and spiritualist. Okay, we can possibly be friends. And you guys are... Hang on, how do you fit into this network? You're kind of round the corner from me, actually. We don't really have that much in common. But how do you interact with things? You also hate the Spuxulax. Okay, this is good. Wary but not unfriendly. Plus 22 planets. Okay, not sure we're going to be able to do too much with them yet. But, yeah, actually. I'm feeling like there might be a tactical move we can make here. If I can just tell the Combine of Hulfasa they're a bunch of dicks and I hate them, then it's possible, just possible, I might be able to lure some of these northern states who are neutral but, you know, not actively dicks into some form of grand defensive pact. It'll be shaky, but it might work. Meanwhile, we've got territory to seize up north, gateways and wormholes, oh my, and also more L gates down south. Yeah, 2 L gates inside my territory. That'd be nice. That'd be very, very nice indeed, and more wormholes too. Yeah, we could have double wormhole and double gateway. Could potentially be a good way of getting out from being squeezed by all of these bastards. We've got hive minds to the south. We've got xenophobes either side. We've got a couple of neutral states we might be able to lure into some form of friendship up north. We've got colonies to get down. We've got a race versus said hive mind to lock down some potentially very good mining territory to the south as well, ladies and gentlemen. So we've made a good start, but there's plenty to come. And yes, right now, just to confirm, all the other states around me are overwhelmingly more powerful than me, 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 and overwhelmingly more powerful than me, and also not one of them likes me. So, this Let's Be a Friendly Megacorp plan, working brilliantly so far. I think we can all agree that's working spectacularly well. Absolutely brilliant. We'll see if maybe we can start trying to salvage this mess next time, ladies and gentlemen. Because, of course, this is our brand new series, Thursday and Sunday, as usual. And when I say Thursday and Sunday, possibly it'll be over next Thursday. That is entirely feasible. We could just lose in part 2. Quite frankly, I'm amazed we've made it to the end of part 1. So, hopefully, you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nut. And this has been Stellaris, the Impossible Run. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This is the face of death. Okay, this is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.